It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang. So y'all would never believe what happened to me this morning while I was working my case. If you don't know, now you know. My name is Sherlock Homegirl. I'm a licensed private investigator in Texas. My company is insured, licensed, and bonded in the state of Texas, and I am the owner. So today we had a scare of a lifetime. About 3 months ago, this woman hired my company to do some work for her, and we pretty much been following her husband. And we were thinking, like, you know, he's having an affair, he's doing something, because the way she explained it to us, he's out late at night. He could have multiple phone numbers, and there's often different transactions that come out every month around the same time. So we kind of was on her side, like, you know, he has to be cheating. There has to be something going on. So we've been following him day and night, trying to figure out what's going on. At first, he wasn't doing anything suspicious. He would go to, like, the gym. He would go to work. He would pick the kids up from school. Sometimes he would take the kids to school and drop them off. Sometimes he was just at home. Sometimes he was in the parking lot at Sonic at 2:30 p.m., got off early, just mouth harassing a burger. Like, he wasn't doing nothing too suspicious until these last couple of weeks. It's been really weird. He's been making these late night trips to a storage unit inside of a storage faculty here, and we thought that was really, really suspicious. And excuse my dog barking, he is really upset, y'all. He's upset. He's a big boy. But anyways, we thought that was really suspicious. So we followed him one day, and, you know, we were able to get access to the storage unit. We ended up buying the storage unit right next to his. So whenever he would go to the storage unit, we would go to our storage unit, and we would use the old school, I think it's called a stethoscope, and put it on the wall to kind of hear what was going on. And we would hear, like, these conversations with people, and it did not sound like an affair, but it sounded like this guy might have been involved in something very, very dark. The next day after that, she called me and said that he had a big lump sum of money deposited into his account. I was like, okay, so that's very strange. This guy has a storage unit. He only moves around at night. He works in IT cybersecurity, and he's getting these big ass lump sums of money, and we can hear him on the phone with different people in the evening time. It's very, very strange. So I was like, okay, so we're just going to continue to watch and everything. So at these particular storage units, they have, like, these little windows that you can kind of see through. Like, when you walk on the outside, it's like a little window, but you can't, like, get through it. It's just like a little small window. I don't know if, like, it used to be like some type of apartment or something. They converted it to a storage unit. Girl, I don't know. I don't own the place, but I use it to my advantage. I look through the window, and I see pictures of me at his desk on the walls from different angles, of me following him. And I was like, what the mess is even going on? I was like, no, okay, should I approach this guy? Should I not approach this guy? So I ended up calling his wife, and I told her, I was like, look, we looked at the thing. I'm going to send you these pictures, and you tell me what you think. And she was like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why he has that. She was freaking scared, just as scared as I was. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and approach this guy. And that's exactly what I did. I approached him. I said, hey, why the hell do you have pictures of me on your wall following you at different angles? And the look on his face was like pure calmness. And I was like, oh my God, this dude's going to kill me. He said, he killed me. Oh my God. And he goes, ma'am. And I said, yes. And he goes, you just don't know how much of an inspiration you are to be. And it was really never about you follow me to having an affair. I knew exactly what I was doing. And honestly, I have been in college to go get my degree to become a private investigator. And I looked and I said, oh, wow. Okay. He was like, yeah, I knew you were following me. I don't do anything behind my wife's back. And the reason why I'm even in this storage unit is because I didn't want her to know that I was going to college at nighttime to get my college degree to become an investigator. And what way to study a person than to hire one and be watching them as much as they watch me? And the real kicker is he goes to the same school that I went to. So all those late night phone calls, all of that stuff he was getting was literally just classes, him attending classes and talking to professors. Then on top of that, the big lump sum of money that he got, that was like student loan money that he had left over that he was going to use to buy his wife a new ring for their anniversary. And the other stuff that used to come out was him making payments on his student loans early so he doesn't have to worry about going into debt after being in school for that long. Y'all, my heart dropped and my heart sank. And I was all like, when you get done with school, you got to come work for me. You got to come work for me because I like your style. That was nice. Pretty scary, really creepy, but very nice. Very well done. I give it to you. Definitely 100%. You almost got me there in the end. But yeah, that happened this morning. So, all right. So it's been a long day. For one, I've been researching into who this guy was, right? If you don't know, you got to go watch the first video. I was following a dude. I'm a private investigator. I was hired by this man's wife to follow him. Turns out he was taking pictures of me following him. I don't know why everybody's saying, how you didn't know he was following you? Did I say he was following me? Do y'all not know how to hear? I literally said he was taking pictures of me following him. My tent in my car is very, very dark. Very. His tent in his car is very, very dark. How am I supposed to see somebody in their car taking pictures of me? How is he supposed to see me in my car taking pictures of him? We in there looking like the two Spider-Mans. Like, come on now. But as it turns out, these people were not good people, and the wife was in on it. It turns out this guy was actually in school for business, not criminal justice. And his wife is in school for criminal justice. What these people are doing is they're hiring private investigators in the area to study what they do and how they do it so they can open up a business in this area. They've done it to 2 other investigation firms that are also in this area. But seeing how I've been getting, I guess you can say, like a lot of business come in, they came and tried to investigate me. So what really gave it away was, I ain't gonna hold you, the storage faculty. I hear people trying to, I guess you can say, correct me when I say faculty. So don't do me. I am a PI, and I can find you if I needed to. But anywho, but yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So it looks like I might be going to court actually, because I'm definitely gonna file a civil suit against that, because that's not what we're gonna do. That's not what we're gonna do. I don't know if they can do this legally, but that's what happened. So yeah, I thought I found me like a good one, but as it turns out, he was just doing this just to solely get strategies and business ideas. So be careful if you have a business, because people will hire you just to figure out your strategies. And as it turns out, his wife was feeding him information into where we were following him at. So we'll be parked like maybe across the street in the parking lot, and he'll be in the other parking lot, right? And then boom, she'll text him, hey, they're over here at this location, so, do what you need to do. So she's telling him information. That does not make him a better PI. That means that he had somebody on the inside who hired us in the first place. But we were able to figure that out. And especially thanks to this one comment, because this guy was all like, hey, you should really look and make sure that they're not trying to steal any business ideas and strategies and all that stuff, because of the fact that this happened to him and his wife with their business. And it's a very common. So be careful if you have a business, because you have people who will solely hire you just to get your strategies. That's it. So that's pretty much what happened in this case. Not sure how illegal or legal this is, but I'm definitely going to talk about it with my business attorney in the morning. So we're going to figure this out. And if we got to go to court, we got to go to court.
Man, that is a crazy. It's just something I just couldn't believe somebody would go through. But I mean, why would they go through so much to do that? Like, just go take the necessary steps to become a private investigator or criminal just studying. Well, if you're good, you're good. And I always say women are the best investigators. They'll find anything. They'll find anything. If they man cheat, let me take that back. They won't find anything unless they think they man is cheating. If they man is cheating, they'll find out anything. But when it comes down to regular stuff, they're like, I don't know how to do this. I can't figure this out. I can, but if they man cheating, best PIs in the world. You're like, damn, girl, you should have been a private investigator. You know what I'm saying? You hacking phones and shit. But nah, they only do this when they man is cheating. They don't do that. They don't do this on the regular. They ain't trying to figure out nothing on the regular. Just you know, and it's crazy. I would say a lot more, but I'm gonna just leave it at that. Crazy situation to be in a situation where the wife is in on it. I would be frustrated too as a business owner and be like, you know, you could have just asked for some tips, and the fact that you done this to several people, I think y'all get a thrill out of it. Y'all are starting to get a thrill out of what is actually going on. And this woman turned off her comments. I know they turned off she turned off the comments for the fact that people would go to the video and be like, and they basically spoil the video. And I hate that. Like, I hate when people come to my comments and spoil videos and just be like, just let people watch it for themselves. But I understand people want to get in there and talk about it, but talk about it and then watch the video and discuss it amongst the patrons in the comments. But the people that be like, oh, go to this minute, this is when the story really happens. Like, oh my God! But you can't do. I don't care anymore. But at first it used to bother me until I have thick skin, but it used to bother me, and then I just used to be like, okay, well, I mean, if they watching it, as long as they watching some part of it, you know what I'm saying. And if you skip ahead so far, you know, it is what it is. Just watch the video. You know what I mean? But she's right. People will, even your friends or people, they'll just try to get information out of you just so they can get what you have, and it's just like, you don't really have to do that. Just do the work yourself. Everybody does things their own way, and so I believe the best people who excel in whatever they're doing are the ones who learn and do the process. And you can learn from someone. You can have a mentor, yes, but they're showing you the process and you're going through it step by step. But when you do it unwillingly and unknowingly and with devious intentions, it's not going to get you nowhere, because there's people are made for stuff. Some people are just good at what they do, and so the people who can shift and change whatever strategy they have to excel, people who do that based on the information that they acquire and they try to figure out how to be better at what they do, those are the people who are going to excel. If you continue to copy somebody, you'll never be as good as what you think you should be. You'll just barely make it by, and that's okay. You know, but if it works for you, good. But like I said, pioneers of whatever industry you're in, the pioneers are the ones who are the quick thinkers, the ones who make changes, the ones who develops other skills while mastering their skill. They develop other skills and they see other things that other people can't see. Those are the ones who are always successful, and you can never duplicate that. But then you have the people who will continuously copy. Like, I was watching a video and someone said, this girl, she came to Oklahoma and she tried Brahms and she kept calling it Brahms or something. And I don't know why she would call it that, because she was like, could you sound it out? Or just ask somebody. And then she tasted the sauce, the Brahms sauce. And she said, it's giving cane sauce. They copy canes. I'm like, girl, Brahms been around since the 60s. Canes is new. You know what I'm saying? So where do you think Canes got their sauce from? Not only that, it's another sauce. Canes and, is it Chick-fil-A? I don't know. But anyway, just like McDonald's. McDonald's has the Big Mac sauce, the Mac sauce, right? You can go to McDonald's asks for a burger, say, "Can I get mac sauce instead of mayonnaise?" Some people will do it. Some people complain about it. Whatever. Like this one McDonald's by my house, I used to ask for mayonnaise on my burger instead of mustard. And they used to charge me for it. I'm like, just don't put fucking mayonnaise on it and put mustard. It's like, whatever. But Burger King came with the Big King, which the Big King has a similar sauce comparable to the Big Mac. They tried it. I think they still sell it. It's not as popular, but they tried to take what Big Mac did. Instead of putting that extra bun, they just put double meat and giving people the sandwich they want. Because most people, I want the Big Mac, just I don't want the extra piece of bun in the middle. Do they even still sell Big Macs? I ain't bought a Big Mac in so long. But yeah, remember the double Big Mac? Ooh, that was a big backer. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's stuff like that that happens all the time, even with businesses. You know, big businesses, big corporations. My thing is, it's the same thing with the turkey legs. I sell turkey legs. A lot of people are doing stuffed turkey legs, and I'm like, I don't want to really jump on the wave. I get it, but why would I cook this beautiful turkey leg and then spread it out, slap some greens, mac and cheese, and candy yams or sweet potatoes or whatever you put on it? Why would I put that on there? Just eat the turkey and take a bite of the greens. Because my food is so good, you don't really need to mix it all in. Just eat it. But people saw the Turkey Leg Hut do it. And they seen the model and they were like, we should do this. But has that model worked out for them? No, because nobody else knows their name. They only know the Turkey Leg Hut for stuffed turkeys, for stuffed turkey legs. Okay, you get what I'm saying? Like, they are pioneers and people who can pivot when things get tough. Well, Turkey Leg Hut obviously couldn't pivot, but they did come up with something. The creation, they set a nationwide trend. But do you know of any other company? Do you know of any other turkey leg spot that does what they do, that people be like, I love their stuffed turkey legs? Nope. You don't know one. You only know the Turkey Leg Hut. So all I'm saying is, do the work, do the research, do your own grind, and I promise you, if it's for you, God can't stop what's for you. And even if somebody try to stop you or copy you, they'll never be you. Just like that.
Day and night. For some women, can start working in as quick as 1 week.